Let me elaborate. When I say, when you require a good amount of a language, what does it mean? I want to take just two, what you call as analogies. I call it as examples of analogy. One from so-called women's studies. If you really scan through the world history and go back to, let us say, 1960s and 70s, where the women movement or, women empowering movement started in the West, the first thing they did is very consciously, look here, we don't have sufficient language to express to our counterparts to the world, to say how we have been systematically oppressed and how we have to struggle against the glass ceiling. Just to say, somebody was, I'm just trying to cut short a lot of thoughts that are passing my mind. Somebody used to say, look here, whenever there used to be some kind of violence against women or oppression against women, when she had to struggle, she never knew how to express it. She used to say, मुझको बहुत बाधा होती है, मुझको बहुत तकलीफ होती है. But what is that बाधा? What is that तकलीफ? You have to further articulate that. Unless you do that in a most comprehensive manner, you see, your plea will be like shout in the wilderness. That is what currently I find in your case. Today you have a good amount of so-called organized direct selling or ethical direct selling or genuine direct selling. In my report, I don't use ethical or unethical. I don't get into it. I only say a genuine direct selling industry. You have a good genuine direct selling industry, but at the same time you have much more sophisticated and much more organized what is called as money circulation schemes that are also on. And expecting one police wala who sits in a kotwali or who sits as an SHO to understand how to differentiate between a good, or genuine direct selling industry and a fake one. Expecting him to develop that kind of an expertise is rather a too naive thinking on our part. Or expecting a lawyer to find a differentiating factor and convince the judge before he passes the warrant against arrest. It is too naive thinking. It is not going to happen even if we travel another 10 or 20 years. That is a reality to which I want you to be exposed first. So that is where I would say we have to develop some kind of a scientific tool. That scientific tool, if I apply, I should be in a position to segregate or differentiate between a genuine direct selling industry and the otherwise. Once you do that, once that kind of a tool is created, our job becomes much more easier. Till that time, believe me, you would probably be in for exploitation. That's what many a times I say. Rather, this is one occasion. I don't generally, differ from Bijonji. But this is yet another area where he instigated saying that he took my pardon to abuse me. That is because he identified me as a lawyer. Anyway, lawyers, you may love lawyers, you may hate lawyers, but you can't really ignore lawyers, right? So we are also integral part of our society. But anyway, one thing I would say, I'm an academic lawyer. This is what I keep telling you. If you go to a lawyer and ask him, you prepare a law for me, he would be more than happy and he would never try to empower you saying that this is one area where before we start working on the law, you require to give me the language and understanding. He would never say that, because once he says that, he is putting his ball into your court and saying it is your job, you require to do it, then he would rather fear that he is going to be unemployed from that moment. That's why you require to develop that necessary language so that you can appeal convincingly to the policy practitioners. That is the first task that needs to be taken up. Whether you hire consultants, you hire mathematicians, you hire economists who would develop that kind of a tool, it is up to you, but that work has to start. This is one instance.